I found my heart again. You were standing there, you bravely let me in. I could wait a million years or more until you came knocking at my door. It's hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm in North Yorkshire in the wonderful, beautiful town of Scarborough. So Scarborough owns its origins as Britain's first seaside resort because of strange tasting waters that were found here back in 1626 coming up from the ground, which apparently contained the miracle ingredient of calcium sulfate and were to attract visitors from far and wide to sample its health-giving properties. So Scarborough has two sides basically, the South Bay and the North Bay. The tide is in at the moment, but this is South Bay, which is absolutely beautiful, which stretches from the hotel there, which you can see, the Grand, all the way across towards the harbour. And you can probably see the castle just out there as well. Let's have a quick walk down here. Tell you what, the water is so clear this morning. Look at that. It's beautiful. There is a reason why that theatre is called the Spa here in Scarborough. It's because it sits on the site of an old spa that was used back in 1626. They also spent a lot of money stabilising this slope because it was predicted this could actually be easily turned into a landslide. So that's probably why all the vegetation is slightly overgrown and nothing's really been done to it as yet. Beautiful views up here though. And if you can make it up here, it's definitely worth a walk because the views you get are amazing. You ready for this? So just walking up here to one of the most famous bridges here in Scarborough, not only for the seagulls that nest on them, but it was built back in 1827. Let's go and have a walk along the top. And if you're thinking of walking under here, just bear in mind that all the seagulls, they nest just underneath the bridge on all these brick turrets. And yeah, I just got plopped on. Famous hotel here in Scarborough, the Grand. And obviously, this is the bridge. Let's have a walk. So this used to be an old lift hill going down to the beach. It's now just a cafe. It's quite amazing they've actually turned it into a cafe. Even the bits at the back that used to slope down is part of the cafe. It's actually now properly connected to the building. So if you don't want to take the steps into town, the old-fashioned Central Tramway back in 1881 is still going. I thought we might as well go and take a trip.
Cash or card, I prefer a card, especially this time of day when they have got much.
Definitely worth a trip up to the old part of Scarborough to check out the Market Hall. Let's go and have a look inside. like these. Look at that, collecting sand from your favourite beach and giving it to someone as a gift. So cool. And what better way to start the tour than obviously on the beach here in Scarborough, which, as you can see, the tide goes out. It is an absolutely beautiful beach. There is like no stones on the beach whatsoever. Absolutely pristine. So we've got the Grand Hotel there, the Olympia Leisure Amusements, and of course the big wheel just in front of us. Now what's pretty special about Scarborough is they claim to have Britain's best fish and chips. If you want to see my verdict of them, check out the link in the top right hand description. There's the big wheel that's been there a couple of years. Coney Island Amusements, which the design of the amusement arcade, especially at that top turret, is taken directly from Coney Island theme park over in New York. Look how beautiful the beach is today, absolutely gorgeous. So what we're going to do, I'm going to walk up to the lighthouse up there, the harbour, and also on to Scarborough Castle. They also rake the sand, I believe, which why it looks so nice. Quite a few amusements on the seafront, and you can probably just see it just there, Puppers, which is currently closed at the moment, claiming to be Britain's best fish and chips. To be fair, the seagulls ate most of mine last night, but yeah, I would agree they are pretty good. Another popular place to get your fish and chips is the fish pan. There's always queues out here actually. So you can see with these maps, they're quite handy. Here we are just on South Bay. The idea obviously to walk up to the harbour around Scarborough Castle. I think you have to pay though and pre-book to go in, and then a quick look at North Bay as well. Now I know there's some famous steps in Whitby, and this actually isn't famous, but OMG, look at those steps, how far they go up. I mean, I hasten to guess there's probably 200 steps there if you want to work out into the town centre this way. What's great about Scarborough, and I think this is what gives its uniqueness, is the old-fashioned buildings with the new as well. Like, take a look here at this building on the seafront. Now, I'm not quite sure what this used to be. If you remember, tell me in the comments. Was it an old like town hall or something? It's used now as toilets and a little bit of a gallery up there. Pretty random to see this on the seafront. Doctor Who phone box. Can I get in it? I don't think you can. Oh yes, there's a door. The mystery of the Doctor Who phone box on the seafront. You can just see there glimpses of the castle overlooking Scarborough. And you've probably heard the phrase Scarborough Fair. Scarborough does have a fun fair right at the end here. It's called Luna Park. We'll take a look in just a little bit, but we're going to swing a right and have a look at the harbour. There's loads of these lobster pots. I love that smell of fish as well. It smells beautiful on a day like today. Just look how clear the water is. Look at that. So you can also take speedboat trips out to sea from here as well. Place to get some donuts, hot dogs, and some rock. Love this little bridge. A great shot of the onto the beach, the hotel and the wheel. See the castle just over there. We'll be heading up there in a moment. That's one thing I love about Scarborough. Everything is actually close together. The town, the beach and the marina. So you don't really have too far to walk. Apart from the fact if you want to go up and see the castle, which is a little bit of a longer walk. So this is Luna Park. I would say the famous Scarborough Fair. This isn't actually the famous Scarborough Fair, but it still looks pretty. It's like the smallest fun fair ever. It's a pretty nice area to go and have a sit down, have a drink and look out to sea. This is so quirky. The Shell Shack. They literally sell shells by the seashore. Are they real? Those tiny little shells. And just in front of us here is the old toll house, or the old toll building, which used to collect tolls for people coming in and out of the marina. It really is beautiful. So let's head up there to Scarborough Castle. So I would say I've got my walking shoes on, but I've got my shoes on. Let's attempt to walk up the castle. Now, there's two different ways you can go. You can go around the walls, or you can go kind of direct up to the castle. I'm not going to go around the walls because it's a very long walk. The best thing about coming up here is the views that you get over Scarborough. So that way to walk up the castle walls, which is a nice scenic route actually. I'm going to go this way though, because I did this on my live, the link is in the description, and I got into trouble because I went off the path just a little bit. And this is amazing. As you come underneath this archway, you see amazing views of North Bay. When I first came to Scarborough, I didn't even know it had a castle. If you look down too much and you don't look up, there's a lot of things you might miss. I'm saying this to Gabby, by the way. So I'm just going to walk up this way towards North Bay because you get the best views of North Bay up here. So as you come up to this point, you can see Scarborough just there, and then over here the magnificent, very beautiful, very big North Bay, and with great shots of the castle from here as well if you want to take photos. But as you can see from the air, this place is amazing. So North Bay has the Sea Life Centre, which you could probably see right in front of you. Scarborough also has an open air theatre over there as well. But just walking down here, the views are breathtaking. Obviously if you don't like heights, I wouldn't come up here, but if you do, or don't mind them, it's definitely worth the view. Look at that. And all the hotels and bed and breakfasts up on the cliff top there. And in fact, the best way to get around Scarborough is that open top bus, which you can see there, going around the castle, the rock. So North Bay does have a few attractions. Like I say, the Sea Life Centre also has the open air theatre and a little railway, and also Peasholm Park, which is really unique. Look at this. And you can get on these dragon pedalos. This looks beautiful at night as well. Look at that. So funny. So just up here, a massive concert venue, open seating. So this is Scarborough Open Air Theatre. As you can see, it's pretty massive. And also is going to be playing such acts like Duran Duran and Lionel Richie, I believe, later in the summer. But it's massive. I'd love to be here when there's a good act playing. I'm sure it's great. But obviously being in an open air theatre, you can just have a walk around. So if you haven't been to Scarborough and the beautiful North Yorkshire coast, it's definitely worth taking a trip. If you want to check out more videos from the North Yorkshire coast, make sure you check them out on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, click that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video, and I'll see you next time.